Welcome back to my channel, Life's a Story. I'm LaShawn and welcome into my kitchen. So today I'm going to be making a quick midweek meal with a product that I wanted to review for you all that I've been using for the last couple of months now, and it has changed my game. So in the middle of the week I tried to do things like fish, salmon, shrimp, things of that nature that is light fare and can hold well over the course of the week. So today we're going to be making oven baked salmon. Now I don't know about you, but I have often had salmon that was dried out and not very well seasoned, and I have finally found a seasoning and a recipe that I enjoy and also my family enjoys. Every weekend I go to my local grocery store that has salmon on sale. It's about half off, and I always get a large slab of wild caught salmon. And I get that there because they always have a really great variety of fresh meat that is not hormonal and all those other kinds of things, and that is Fresh Market. So if you have a Fresh Market in your area on Saturdays and Sundays, they generally have salmon half off. So I've already rinsed my salmon, and I'm just gonna put it into my container. Okay. I've already sprayed the bottom of my pan with olive oil so that the skin doesn't stick. Okay, there's a couple things that I'm going to add to this recipe because I, like a lot of you, I probably soup things up. I can never just leave well enough alone with a recipe. So let me show you how I do it. Come on in. All right, so I have my salmon. Okay, to my salmon I am going to add this product. It is BBQ Glazed salmon. Smoky sweet flavor makes a delicious glaze on your favorite seafood, and it is the truth. Okay, I get this from my local market. It's made by Urban Accents by Stonewall Kitchen. It's part of their seafood collection, and the seasoning in this pack is for 1 pound of skinless salmon fillets, but however I use it for my whole slab of salmon, which is about 3 pounds, and it still is more than enough. Okay, so take a picture. It is to die for. All right, so there's a couple things that I add to my salmon that I'm gonna let you know. It comes in a packet like this. Okay, comes in a packet like this, and it's perforated so you can pull it across. So then what I do is I sprinkle it evenly across my salmon, this way and that, front to back. A nice, even, well coated fillet like that. I don't know about you, but sometimes I just don't get my seasonings right, and I hate to lose this much food because I didn't get my seasoning proportions right. To heat the oven to 450, which I've already done. Sprinkle seasoning on all sides of the salmon, which I've done on the front. This is for fillets. These directions are for fillets, but I'm using this. You will use the entire pouch for 1 pound of salmon. Place salmon on a foil-lined baking sheet. Then you're going to bake 10 to 15 minutes until firm and flaky. Garnish with sliced green onions, optional. Okay, so that's what this is. Now, if I left this like this, I'm sure it will come out well, but I take it to the next level. Let me show you how I do it. I add 2 things to my recipe. I add some butter and I add some honey. Okay, on a normal night I would also want to add some brown sugar. I'm gonna look and see if I have a little bit. I'm not sure, but if I don't, the honey will take care of the sweetness as well. So what I'm gonna do is take my butter Okay, and then I'm just going to cut it maybe a quarter of a teaspoon at a time and distribute it evenly across the salmon. So about that much, evenly distributed. And then I come behind with my honey and I just do a drizzle to bring out the more of the sweet flavor. Just a drizzle. I don't want this coated in honey because it's going to be too sweet. Just put in a little bit of honey and that's it. I do this, I cover it. Again, trapping in the juices. I'll cover it for like the first 10 minutes. This does take a little bit longer than 10 to 15 minutes because again, that recipe is for 1 pound fillets. This is about a 3-pound slab of salmon. So I'm gonna give it probably until probably about 20 minutes and then I'll take the cover top off and let it go for like the last 10 minutes to caramelize on the top. Put my timer on for 20 minutes. Ta-da! There are some variations to this recipe that you can go with. Some of the variations would be, of course, to put in some brown sugar. Another way that I cooked this that I actually got from my husband was to put some soy sauce on there along with some brown sugar and garlic and rosemary and let that caramelize on top. That is to die for because the seasoning, the garlic rosemary seasoning kind of forms a crust on top of the salmon. So that's another way I do it. But you know, sometimes you need variety, right? And so I needed a couple go-tos for salmon. So if one week we do a garlic rosemary version, then the next one I'll do the barbecue glazed version just to change it up, because we are trying, you know, when you're on a budget and you're trying to eat economically and eat make sure that you're eating smartly. You want to make sure that all the food that you're cooking your family is going to eat. So yeah, so that's one of my go-tos. With that, I'm going to make some white rice and some sweet peas, and that'll be dinner for today, and it'll be enough leftovers for tomorrow. My husband and I will probably not to do the rice, but we'll probably do sweet peas and maybe a garden salad on the side. So yeah, thank you for joining me in my kitchen. Talk to you soon.